Welcome back to Studio 5. As the new school term kicks into high gear, so does the homework. But these days, kids can turn to technology to lighten the load. Tech expert Sarah Kimmel is joining me to share 5 high-tech tools to lean on for help with homework. Doesn't just have to be mom and dad.
No. Thank goodness. I know. My daughter will come to me with math problems now, and I took like a really advanced math in college, and I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about
I can't do these. So these are apps, these are websites. Would you say good for all ages?
Really all ages.
Okay.
There's, everything from elementary to college in all of these apps.
Okay, you've got 5 resources to share. First on your list, ConAcad.
ConAcad, this is kind of the gold standard. It's been around for a really long time. It has videos and information about just about every single subject you could imagine. It's been just there for a long time.
So school me, I subscribe.
You don't even have to subscribe. It's free, and you just watch videos. So like, say your teacher doesn't explain it in a way that you really understood, so you can look that subject up in ConAcad, and somebody else can explain the subject. You can find another person to explain the subject.
And it covers all subjects?
It covers every subject you can think of, yeah.
Okay.
It's a really awesome resource, especially if you just need a little more help understanding a topic.
Where was this when we were in school?
I know, right? We had Cliff Notes, that's it.
That's the equivalent of I walked uphill to school both ways, right? I didn't have ConAcad. Okay, next on your list, Quizlet.
Quizlet. So this is going to be a really easy way for you to make your own flashcards.
Oh.
And it has a lot of flashcards and things built in already. So say you have a statistics test and you look up the flashcards that are already in there, it might already have the stuff that you're looking for.
Nice.
Or you can just create your own and have those flashcards ready for you to help you study.
I've heard these flashcards lifesavers for the upper level high school courses especially.
For sure. And I used flashcards when I was a kid too. And now it's just a really easy thing. And you could even turn your notes, so you've got your notes, you can turn those into flashcards, and so it's really easy to get it. I remember transcribing and transcribing forever, but now it's super easy if you use something like Quizlet.
You're taking me back to English, right? For some reason. There were flashcards involved with Mrs. Schultz's English, I remember. There's a free version. There's also a subscription for this. What's the difference? Yeah,
so you can have more flashcards, access to greater things, and it's really only $35 for the year.
Oh.
So it's a really good investment, and reasonable.
Okay, next on your list, Google Lens. How can this help?
Okay, so Google Lens has really awesome features that a lot of people don't really know about.
Okay.
So we're gonna actually use your phone really quick.
My phone is up and running?
Your phone is up, and so the Google Lens is just that little camera button right there.
Right here?
Yep. So you open up Google Lens, and so switch it over to homework on the bottom there.
There's a homework tab?
Exactly. People don't know there's tabs.
This will surprise no one, Sarah included. I've never used Google Lens, so here we go. Okay.
So here's a little algebra problem that I created on here, and so you can take the photo. Yep. Take the photo, and it's going to solve that problem for you. So this is the solution to the problem and how it got there.
You stop it right now. It shows the work.
It shows the work. And that's what I really like about it, too, is because I will use it. Like I said, my daughter asks me a question. I'll use Google Lens to look it up. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I see where you went wrong. I don't really want them to use it, but I like to use it to help me check their work.
Oh, it's the ultimate parent homework cheat.
Exactly.
Yes.
I look like a genius all the time.
Yes. What do we need our brains for anyway these days? Between Google Lens and AI, we're good.
Yes.
We're golden.
Totally good.
Okay, is this Chegg? Is that how you say it?
Chegg, yes. I don't know how to pronounce it really, but
we could Google that.
Yeah, for sure. There is so much, kind of like ConAcad, but with Chegg, you can actually get one-on-one help with a tutor.
Okay.
So it's really helpful. It does have a lot of stuff that you can use with AI and things like that to bounce off each other. But if you really, really need some one-on-one help, Chegg is going to be a really great resource for you to hook up with somebody who can help you with that problem.
Sarah, how are you presenting these resources to your kids, or especially with something like Google Lens? There's got to be this conversation about integrity too, I'm sure.
For sure. And I might have talked about this later, but with ChatGPT and other AI type issues, I really talk to them about it's a good sounding board. It's brainstorming.
Yeah.
Don't copy what they say.
Yeah.
Don't, make sure you're understanding the reasoning behind the answers that it's giving you. So like Google Lens, okay, make sure you're looking at all of the steps. Oh, okay, this is where I went wrong. Try and do it yourself first and check your work with AI.
That in conversation now is crucial, right? Because we didn't have the resources, so that was a light-handed sort of a teaching moment for us, parent to child, but now that has to be an integral part of this conversation, I would think.
Yeah, for sure. And make sure they understand, like, the ChatGPT can lie. So, and your teacher is going to type in the same prompt that you're going to type in.
Yeah.
And so they're going to know exactly what ChatGPT, like, spits out for you. And so if you hand that in, they're going to know exactly what you've done.
I am just clinging to positive people like you because the ChatGPT conversation not settled in my stomach. It gives me major anxiety. All right, finally, you recommend joining parent groups to solve really tough problems.
Yeah, so you have a story problem. That's not really going to be helpful with like Google Lens because the story problem can get a little complicated.
Yeah.
So I've seen so many people in my parenting, like Facebook groups, on Reddit, say, hey, I have this problem that my child's homework. What? And people really love to help out. And so they'll respond and they'll help you understand what that story problem is all about.
In the past, my dad was just calling smart friends and they'd show up on my door around homework time. Now, parents can just go online.
Right, you can just crowdsource your issues.
Advancements for all. Advancements for all. Thank you so much, Sarah. Where can we get more for you?
I'm Family Tech on YouTube and on Instagram.
Family Tech, look for her online. We'll link you from our website. Thank you so much. You smart cookie. We're so glad you're our friend for many reasons.